With just one single command and a few letters, I am about to reveal a person's secret internet history across the web in real time. So what you're looking at right now is a powerful open source intelligence tool called Sherlock. And in less than 30 seconds, it's going to systematically probe the registry endpoints of over 400 social networks, forums, and database sites to find everywhere this exact handle has an active account. Now, it doesn't really matter if the account was made 10 years ago or yesterday, because if the username matches, then Sherlock will find it. Now, most of us just assume our online spaces are completely isolated and that a random gaming tag has absolutely nothing to do with our personal lives, old school forums, or secret Reddit profiles. But tools like this one prove how easy it is for a complete stranger to stitch together a highly accurate digital profile on you. So hackers usually use this exact process, which is known as username enumeration. They basically gather this massive list of your active sites, then cross-reference them with public data breach dumps from the dark web, and then instantly be able to track down your real name, your exposed passwords, or your personal email addresses. So if you recycle the same username, you're essentially handing over a skeleton key to your life. But the good news is that this tool is completely free and you can run it on your own machine right now to check your own footprint. So let me show you how to set this up. Now, all you actually need to get this running is Python installed on your computer. If you're not sure if you have it, just type python -- version into your terminal and then hit enter. If a version number pops up, then it means you're good to go. But if nothing happens, just head over to python.org, grab the installer, and then just make sure whenever you're installing the program, check that little box that says add Python to environment variable. Of course, if you're on macOS or Linux, you will have a slightly different installation process, but since it's fairly easy for everyone, I will not get into that in this video. Now, once Python is ready on your system, installing Sherlock will take literally one line. You just type pip install Sherlock-project and then hit enter and let it grab the dependencies from the repository, and just like that, within seconds, the tool is now live on your system. Now, to actually use it, you just gotta type Sherlock followed by whatever username you want to search. But one thing to watch out before you run any commands, make sure your terminal is not sitting inside a protected system folder like system32. I have actually made that mistake when I was preparing this video, so don't be like me. Because if it is inside a system folder, when Sherlock finishes its run, Windows is going to throw a permission error and then block it from saving the file. So to avoid that, just type cd tilde and then hit enter first. So that'll put you inside your user directory. So now if you type Sherlock followed by a username, which in this case I'm going to use Dinjik, and then run it, the script immediately starts digging through hundreds of platforms and then automatically exports every single successful hit into a neat little text file right inside your user directory. So when you open up that text file, you can click directly on the links, but to be completely fair, you gotta keep in mind that not every single result on this list is going to belong to the exact same person. For example, if a username is pretty generic, you're obviously going to catch some random strangers who just happen to use the same tag on different sites, but this is still an incredibly powerful way to find the initial threats because people almost always recycle their favorite handles. And at the very least, it's worth running on your own usernames just to see what's floating out there. And if you happen to find old platforms that you completely forgot you created, then it might be time to go scrub them. So this was just a quick video on how you can find information on any username across the web using open source intelligence. And if you found this video helpful, give it a like, comment, and share with someone who might find it useful. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.